Are you thinking about moving to Sharon, Massachusetts? Sharon is a beautiful town of about 17,000 residents that is a bit further out from Boston. As a realtor, I spend my time in all of the suburbs of Greater Boston, but today we're going to dive into one of my favorites. I spent a lot of time as a child in Sharon, swimming in the beautiful lake there, which we're going to get to, as my grandparents actually had retired there. We used to go walking on trails, and my husband also grew up in Sharon. In this video, I'm going to share 8 things that you should know about Sharon, Massachusetts, if you're considering moving there. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to share 3 homes that have sold recently to give you some idea of the real estate market. My name is Jane. I'm a realtor based in Wellesley, Massachusetts. My channel is all about what it's like to live in Greater Boston. So if you're thinking about moving here, please reach out, as I would love to help. So let's dive in. So where is Sharon? Sharon is south of Boston. So it's a little bit further commute, which would be a con. However, they have exceptional commuter rail service. So it really is about 30 minutes from downtown Sharon on the commuter rail to South Station in Boston. It's also an easy commute to Providence. So, for example, Fidelity, which is a large financial company that most people have heard of, that's based in Boston, they have a pretty large facility also in Providence. It's a convenient place to live for people if maybe one spouse has to go south, one spouse has to go to Boston, and very convenient to major routes. Another thing it's convenient to is TF Green Airport, which is actually in Providence. I have a friend who lives in Sharon, and she detests going to Logan. Logan Airport in Boston can be pretty hairy to get in and out of, so she finds it a lot easier to commute out of Providence. And Southwest Airlines was one of the first airlines that created it a big hub. There is a beautiful lake called Lake Massapoag, and I grew up swimming there in the summer, and my husband grew up swimming in the summer, catching frogs, playing ice hockey on the winters when it was frozen. So it's a large lake and absolutely gorgeous with trails around it, lots of places for picnicking, great place to learn how to swim. It's also near the Audubon Sanctuary called Moose Hill. So that's a great place to check out as well. If you have kids anywhere from 6 to high school going to summer camp, they have some great programs, and it really has beautiful outdoor spaces. Sharon has a slightly smaller town center. They do finally have a Starbucks, I'm happy to report. However, it's very convenient to get to major retail and restaurants, which are pretty close by on Route 1. And there's an area called Cobb, Corne, which my grandmother used to say Cobb, Corne, and it's where Canton, Stoughton, and Sharon all meet. So it's a major crossroads with major shopping, all the restaurants. The Club Pilates I go to in Wellesley has a sister studio right there, and our instructors go back and forth. So you can get all of your shopping done there. So anywhere in Sharon that you choose to live, you're going to be within a 10-minute drive to any shopping that you need. Another great thing to know about Sharon is the schools are very highly rated. Niche.com gives them an A+. And anytime we see an A+ on Niche.com, I love to hop over to Boston Magazine list and see, because they'll parse it and rank all the schools in Greater Boston. So I just took a look, and my husband gets bragging rights this week because Sharon was rated in the current year as number 6 out of all of Greater Boston. You may know I grew up in Lexington, and Lexington usually hovers around 10 to 15. So the schools are excellent. He has fond memories of going to school there, and also I'm happy to say he's in touch with quite a few people he knew from high school. So I think it's a really great sense of community there, and they have excellent sports, they have excellent performing arts. It's really an excellent program. Now, because we're a little bit further out from Boston, your dollar goes a little further if you're looking at real estate. So we are going to dive into 3 listings that sold this summer to give you some idea of the broad range of homes that are available in Sharon. The first house I'm going to share is 10 Pleasant Street in Sharon Center. So this is cool because these buyers that I represented found me on YouTube, and they came to me looking for a home in a kind of what I've already talked about, a location that has excellent public schools, is convenient for commuting to the Boston area and also to major routes, but also easy to get to the airport. So Sharon delivered on all counts, and we really loved this house, and there were multiple offers. So we used some of our best strategies to win this house in this bid. As you can see, it's an older home that's been updated. It's built in 1900, and it has a smaller lot, but as I said, you could walk to Starbucks, you could walk to the train station. It had a detached 2-car garage, and it also has a really cute yard. Here's the foyer. So what I love about this house is they maintain some of the charm of an older home. You see these nice wainscoting and the trim going up the staircase. So nice and open, and the floors were beautiful. A lot of the rooms had tasteful lighter colors and has a wood-burning fireplace, and you can see a peek into the kitchen. I can tell you that my buyers were planning to come in with a painter right away and do some updates because it was time for this to go. There's a lot going on in the kitchen between the maroon walls, the blue hood, the blue island, the black. So they were gonna make it all neutral, paint those cabinets white or cream. And I just love these, how that will pop with gorgeous hardwood floors. Let's see, it did have all the appliances you'd be looking for, a gorgeous Wolf stove, the double wall oven, and this they're calling an office, and it has a wood-burning fireplace. There was carpet here, but it had a whole lot of built-ins. So during the pandemic, the previous owners used it as one of the many spaces they had for Zooming and serving as an office. There's also an enclosed porch, which you can see. It's great. In New England, you really can get 3 seasons out of your porch if it's enclosed, even if it doesn't have heat. So a really pretty place to relax. So here's the deck that's off the back. And of course, I'm very partial to shade. So I love a deck that has a good cover. It's convenient for grilling because the kitchen is right inside this door, but it also has a nice sunny spot to sit and a good view of the backyard. Here's the proper office. So during Zoom times, this was office number 2. And then upstairs, it just had so much charm and character. There were 3 floors. So one of the teenagers was planning on moving right up to that 3rd floor. Here's a 2nd floor bath. And this is the primary suite, and the new owners, someone had once upon a time taken 2 rooms and opened it up to make it into bedroom with a sitting room, but they're going to rip out these closets and make it more big and open. Nicely tiled, great space, and here's one of the 3rd floor bedrooms. This bath has a more updated look. This is the shot I wanted to get of the back of the yard. So it has the enclosed porch, covered deck, open deck, patio, plus plenty of yard. So for all of this house was sold for $1,265. So 4 beds, 4 baths, over a 1/4 acre lot, lots of updates, and a lot of space for $1,265. I thought it would be fun to take a look at a home that is right on the lake, as I've been so excited about showing you Lake Massapoag. So here is a really pretty house that kind of rambles right on the water. You can see it's nice and wide. They take advantage of the view with some sliders here. And look at that view. This is just stunning. Who wouldn't want to wake up and have their cup of coffee right there? So again, some of the decor could be a little more updated, maybe some of the colors updated, but it has a good, nice wood-burning fireplace in this paneled room. You see open to the kitchen, which is updated, but not super recently, but still, and on the smaller side. So this house was listed for $1.1 million and sold for $1,107. So it's 4 beds, 3 baths, and about 2,400 square feet. And I love that so many of these rooms have a nice view. Look at this nice big bathroom, which again, could use an update. It's got the Hollywood lights, it's got the black fixtures, but still, you don't usually see carpet in bathrooms anymore. That was definitely a thing in the 70s and 80s. But what a phenomenal location. The 3rd house, 223 East Street, is newer construction. So this was on for $1,375 and sold in June of 2023. But I thought it was interesting that it only sold $20,000 over asking, even in what we saw was a very heated market this year. This home was built in 2018, so it has all the bells and whistles you'd be expecting. A nice kitchen with stainless appliances, granite countertops, open to the family room. Really pretty, tasteful tile. Here's the dining room. And you can see it's on a nice level lot. It is a busier road that was on East Street. As you can see, they put in a nice fence, so you do have a nice yard and a gas fireplace. So nice family room. Oh, there's the toy room. And a nice primary bedroom with an ensuite bath. Beautiful tile. Plenty of rooms, but they're not huge. And then here we are in the 3rd floor bath. So that was 4,000 square feet, including the finished basement, and it does have a 2-car garage as well. You know, you're getting a decent sized yard, but obviously the neighborhood is also other homes built of the similar era. So there are 8 things to know about Sharon, Massachusetts. So if you're thinking about moving to Sharon or are curious about real estate in surrounding towns, please reach out, as I would love to help you. And remember to subscribe, as the next video I'm going to do will be on Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Thanks so much for watching.